Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is Poison People MTG. Today we're opening the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. We only got play boosters now. So we're gonna just try and open them as quick as possible so this is not a video that takes forever. Halfway through opening, I'm gonna let Stacy take over. If I can open the plastic. And I know why you come to my channel. You like to hear all my little quips and tidbits of knowledge in between looking at rares. I have not looked at the price of these cards yet, so I cannot tell you the value. I can just look at them and tell you what I think about them. But there's 36 in here, so that's, what is that? Half of 30 is 15, plus 3 more, yeah, it's 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. Let's double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Alrighty. Yeah, like, for the sake of time, going back to 36 boosters is not really good. Like, 30 was better. And let's see, is this in focus? There we go. Ooh, cool token to start out with. And, as usual, I really like the full art lands. We got a foil off the bat, but it's only a common. And it's called Explosive Derailment. It kind of reminds me of like Back to the Future when the train was going to blow up when Doc and Clara were on it. Never mind me though. Alright, we got a pest infestation for our rare. It says destroy up to X target artifacts and or enchantments. Create twice X black and green pest creature tokens. With when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. This got to be a reprint, right? I think, since it's one of those wanted poster type thingies. I have a deck that's built around pests, and I need this, so that's great. Now we have, oops, sorry, my camera's a bit shaky today. Seraphic Steed, I think it's called. It's a 2/2 first strike lifelink. Whenever this guy attacks while saddled, which I'm not even sure what saddled means, but probably like crew, create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. So saddle 4 is tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 4 more. This mount becomes saddled on turn. Yep, so it's just like crew. That's another wording for crew. And then we've got Hellspur Brood, blah 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 blah. We got our uncommons, and then our commons. Holy cow. That's a funny name. I am going to separate tokens, lands, and rares. The rest all can go in like their own pile. I even check to see if I have enough memory on my phone to record this. Ooh, a foily, holy cow. But we've got, oh yeah, these lands that come into play tapped and deal damage to your opponent. Those are pretty cool. Food token. I might keep those separate. Then we got a pariah. that only needs to go with the stuffy doll. Like, you don't put a pariah on anything else but a stuffy doll. Let's see. Laughing Jasper Flint. So he's a 4/3 creature you control, but don't own are mercenaries in addition to their other types. That's kind of cool. So if you steal a creature from somebody, from your opponent, then it's a mercenary. And it says at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library, or X's number of X's number of outlaws you control. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from among those cards, and mana of any type can be spent to cast those spells. They changed the wording up a little bit. But pariah, I don't think it's worth anything anymore. We got some a giant beaver. That's pretty cool. I might make a deck around that just because it's a beaver. Almost grabbed from the box. It's another night where, oh look, an art card. I'm filming this after work, which is not a good idea because my brain's fried. But we've got, ooh, Skewer the Critics. I'm excited about that because I used to use that in Standard a lot. But we got it, Harriet the Beguiler, I guess. Whenever an aura you control becomes attached to a non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to that aura's mana value, gain control of that permanent for as long as the aura is attached to it. That's pretty gross. So I see that this set is a lot, it's built around taking your opponent's stuff. That's kind of cool. So Rush of Dread. Target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control, rounded up. Target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, rounded up. Target opponent loses half their life, rounded up. So I guess this costs 3, but if you wanted to do all 3 of those things, you have to pay 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 total. That's what it seems like that would be.
It's like my card.
Which one? Oh yeah, with all the other options. Mm-hmm. Look, we got an ankle biter. Yeah, I was just giving everybody in the house crap because I wanted it to be silent while I was making the video. And so Stacey's just over there sitting quietly and falling asleep till it's her turn to open some packs. Ooh, bristling backwoods. Nice and foily. We got that guy. We got Essence Capture. We got Duelist of the Mind. So he's a star 3 flying vigilance. His power is equal to the number of cards you draw on this turn. Whenever you commit a crime, you may draw a card. If you do discard a card, this ability only triggers once a turn. That stuff makes me sad. The ability's only triggering once a turn. That really cheapens a card. That word buzzard, that shit makes me, I don't know why, it makes me laugh. It's just, I guess because people call like their significant other, like when they're old, they call them old buzzard. I've heard people call each other that, and it like cracks me up. Like you're just a bird, like waiting for something to die. Oh look, a sheep token. We've got goats and sheeps. Lush Oasis. That is very lush. And we got a mana rock. Standard mana rock, not bad. Ooh, a Terminal Agony. That's not what I thought it was, but still pretty kind of cool. Aven Interrupter is a bird rogue. When it enters the battlefield, exile target spell, it becomes plotted. What does plotted means? Its owner may cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Spells your opponents cast from graveyards or from exile cost 2 more to cast. I wonder if this is any good. We got uncommons, and we got another buzzard. And I'm sad that I've only gotten 1 full art land so far. I need to be putting those in every pack. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm yelling. Ooh, a varmint. Look at that varmint. A 2/1 varmint. A clear shot. That's not exciting. Kellen joins up. I like that name, Kellen. A friend's grandbaby's got that name. When this enters the battlefield, you may exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's kind of cool, but I thought plotting was like a punishment for your opponents. I don't know if I want my stuff to become plotted. The Thunder Lasso. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'll have to read that junk later. That's a lot of wordage. A meteorite. Isn't it meteorite like a 6 or 7 casting cost artifact? But now they made some sort of token type deal. Oh, when it enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to any target. And then you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. That's kind of cool. I want to make meteorites. Got another one of dams. Ooh, they reprinted Ride Down. That's kind of cool. Ooh, Gisa the Hellraiser. So it says skeletons and zombies you control get +1/+1 in ½ minutes. So that's given a lot of abilities. Oh, you think you're taking this one? No. Yes. Whenever you commit a crime, create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. It would go nicely in your blue and black zombie deck. Yep. This ability triggers only once a turn. And it has ward 2. Ooh, and pay 2 life. That's hurtful. Getaway glamour. What does that mean? I've heard of getaway car, which they did in New Capenna. I've never heard of a getaway glamour. Well, that's not how you spell glamour either. Maybe it's glamour. I don't know what a glamour is. We got a mercenary. He looks like a bad hombre. No. Wow. A scorching shot. We were taking a walk one time. Ooh. Final shutdown. I'll get back to my story in a second. But all creatures lose all abilities till end of turn. Choose a creature you control that gains indestructible end of turn, or pay 5 to destroy all creatures. That's nice. I don't like it.
I have to get him away deck.
Hey. Now. There's another one of them giant beavers. Okay, but we were taking a walk one time, and we were talking about old TV shows. We got to talking about, like, you know, old westerns that our, like, grandpas or dads used to watch. That's a cool art for a clue. We were talking about, you know, like Gunsmoke and all that kind of stuff that I didn't really pay attention to. Journey to Nowhere. Ooh, Harvester of Misery. So it's a 5/4 menace. And when this guy enters the battlefield, other creatures get -2/-2 to end of turn. So it's kind of like a mini Massacre Worm. But it doesn't have the second ability that Massacre Worm has. But you can pay 2 to discard Harvester of Misery. Target creature gets -2/-2 to end of turn. That's kind of like watered down Massacre Worm. And then we got like Ty Joaquin Perfect Shot. That's a strange name. I wonder where it comes from. It's a legendary creature. And whenever a source you control deals non-combat I can't speak English. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to a creature equal to that creature's toughness, draw a card. So if you kill a creature with a non-combat damage, you get to draw a card. And then pay X and tap it. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or a player this turn, it deals that much damage plus X instead. That's pretty good. So you can deal like all that double damage plus more. That's not bad at all. Lava Spur Boots. There's a snake in my boots. Equipped creature has +1/+0 and has haste and ward. They're trying to redo what do you call that card? Lightning Greaves, but it's a shitty Lightning Greaves. What?
Yeah, ADHD.
I did? Why?
Because you were telling the story and you stopped.
Well, that's all I had to say about the story, is that we were just talking about westerns, you know, and I did the whole, there's a tumbleweed crossing and wah wah wah. And then that's it. There wasn't any more to the story. I'm just a bad storyteller, I guess. Humiliate. Speaking of bad storytelling, I'm going to cut the video off here.
I think all my videos are
see you in the next one.